at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Martinez completes it to Benjamin. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Martinez to throw from his end zone. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hey, Echo. What we got?
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's Martinez to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Back to throw. Martinez. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, what a move. That hill running right through it. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Down deep into Seattle territory.
It's a gain of 75 yards. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. These two teams all tied after one. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast.
And now it's blocked. The Browns have it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 20, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attacked it. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. He's got room to run past the 20. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Kings.
Alert 3.
Hey, alert 33. Protein spill.
That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A toss play to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Kings. Greystone travel. Regular.
Mayfield dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 15-line.
To throw is Martinez. Throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
64, weak. You got time right there. Switch.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And he'll find Hall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Martinez now on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Pistol.
57, 57's Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Watch out.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Real.
57, Mike, 57. You're trapped. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the boot.
Following the penalty, Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Let's go.
Watch out.
He's coming. We got double up.
Regular. Watch out.
Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Run.
Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield down. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defense.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hall. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. And Lobo, Blue Dark Porkers. Ready.
Now Martinez operating from the gun. This is Jennings. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. 80 weapon. What happened?
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Okay, ready? Mike, 44. Come on, dude!
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Second and 5. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A run for Nick Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. Check 50. Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on play action. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. The 20, and now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Martinez on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Martinez under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He'll buy some time right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Good. 20. Ready. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.